Testing, testing. Okay, what's up, guys? We got another video today. We have breaking down the news for today. We got the CBS News 24/7 this morning. We're gonna be speaking on the what happened with the ICE officer. I know y'all probably seen it when the ICE shot the car while driving away. So we're just gonna be reacting to this. It say latest news on the deadly shooting involving an ICE officer and Renee Good in Minneapolis. Deadly shooting involving an ICE officer and Renee Good in Minneapolis. Okay. I don't know if the ICE officer got shot or the other person, but we're gonna watch it. But I just seen the car and bullets when last time I seen the video on TikTok.
In Minneapolis, where protests are happening today following the ICE shooting that happened yesterday. The FBI is investigating the incident that killed a 37-year-old woman. A warning,
Okay.
The video you're about to see is graphic. So here's what you're looking at. It shows the incident unfolding. ICE agents approaching the car, and then they open fire as she tries to drive away. There you see
she
those
died.
officers approaching the car. As she attempts to drive away, there's an officer who is situated in front of that vehicle who fires those shots,
Yeah, bro.
killing Renee Good. The Trump
Nah.
administration says Renee
Damn,
Good was
bro.
trying to run over that ICE officer who says fired at her in self-defense. Governor Tim Walz argues the mass deployment of federal agents has created the chaos that has led
Bro, look.
to her death.
So look, all these niggas drop out the car. Look at the vehicle they got. Jump out the car. They having a chit chat. I can't agree. Like she could have got out the car and such, but they could have handled this a little bit differently and not just quick to shoot something. You know? Okay, like the lady trying to. I don't think she tried to intentionally. Cause let's be honest. If she wanted to run a nigga over with her car, she would to run. Like, you gotta think about it. When you driving, bro, if you intentionally want to do something with driving, you're gonna do it. Like, you can do it. You can intentionally do that shit. And it don't look like she intentionally tried to hit him with the car, cause she would have hit him with the car. Okay, if she hit him with the car and he shoot, okay, damn. But I don't see that. She was just trying to, you feel me? She was trying to skirt. And you know, with driving, them shits, you gotta make them type of turn. If you trying to, you feel me? Cause she could have just kept going straight and ran it that way. How she gonna try to turn? Like, oh no. But let's keep watching it.
Of course, the shooting has sparked reaction all across the nation. CBS News
Come
Homeland
on, let's
Security correspondent
replay.
Nicole Skanga has the
Let's play
details on the
replay
differing
this right
account.
quick.
And they open fire as she tries to drive away. There you see those
Look,
officers
even
approaching the car.
he said drive away. I don't know what the hell that's probably ICE too or some shit. But
As she attempts to
look.
drive away, there's an officer who is situated
Yeah,
in
so
front.
that officer, the front officer, he came from that vehicle. So she didn't even know, whole time she didn't even know that he was right there or something. And that nigga, look, you can see him, look, his little foot. I don't know if y'all can see his little foot all the way back there. It don't even look in the car is serving. It don't even look like he trying to hit him with the, she trying to hit him with the car, bro. She just trying to get away.
Vehicle.
See, look, and he just shooting. He ain't have to shoot. Like, nigga could have aimed for the tires or something. Why? Like, you feel me? It there's no reason. And there's snow outside. These niggas doing all this in the snow. They cold. Just a bullshit.
Shots, killing
This
Renee
nigga
Good.
falling off.
The Trump administration says Renee Good was trying to run over that
Damn.
ICE officer who says fired at her in self-defense. Governor Tim Walz argues the mass deployment of federal agents has created the chaos that has led to her death. Of course, the shooting has sparked reaction all across the nation. CBS News Homeland Security correspondent Nicole Skanga has the details on the differing accounts.
Eyewitness video shows a red SUV surrounded by ICE agents in South Minneapolis. But as they order the driver to get out, she appears to reverse, then pull away, and an agent fires 3 shots. Seconds later, the SUV slams into a parked car.
What the
This shit
Minneapolis
all on
police say the
video,
victim
bro.
was found
All
with a
on
gunshot
video.
wound
Oh,
to the head.
wow.
She was later identified as 37-year-old Minneapolis resident Renee Good and pronounced dead at the hospital. Hundreds of demonstrators flooded the scene in response. And chaos erupted as people clashed with law enforcement who fired tear gas into the crowds packed
Damn.
along icy streets.
They're chasing ICE out. They launched like
You,
4 or 5.
you know what this remind me of? I don't know if y'all played the game Division, but this remind me of just like Division, bro. Like how to set up and shit.
Bunch of people got gas.
As federal and state investigators examined the deadly use of force and whether it was warranted.
She then proceeded to weaponize her vehicle, and she attempted to run a law enforcement officer over.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem claimed the driver had been, quote, stalking agents all day and had.
And it's not wrong that they trying to say that it was self-defense, because you gotta think about it like this. They have their job. They gotta protect their people, and you know, all in all, this can be just like an investigation. Like a judge or somebody gonna look after it. So they just doing their job, and whoever gonna represent the lady, may she rest in peace. They have to do their job to defend her, what she tried to do. So at the end of the day, it's just, you know, it's just how life it is, bro. Like, and it's just unfortunate. You just gotta think about this. Like, a quick action could just be like that's how it takes 10 seconds to react. 10 seconds, and something can happen like that, bro. Shit be crazy. Like, you can survive all this other crazy shit. You can survive all this other crazy shit without no trouble or reacting the way you did, and just it's gonna be one day you just not react well, and you could just be gone. You can be dead, or you can just be something that can happen to you, bro. And that's how I be, bro. That's why it's important to stick with a program and just try to be aligned, bro, and pray, bro. Cause as long as you pray, you in good hands. You gotta keep the program right, bro.
Quote, an act of domestic terrorism.
It's very clear that this individual was harassing and impeding law enforcement operations. Our officer followed his training, did exactly what he's been taught to do in that situation, and took actions to defend himself.
Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey had some choice words for the Trump administration's self-defense argument.
Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bull.
And he aimed this explicit order at federal immigration agents.
Get the out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing
Hold on. This gonna be like a civil war type of shit. Cause I think this the mayor talking, or police chief. They talk about the federal agents. It's like a civil war going on. Like, this can be a civil war.
exactly the opposite.
And if they don't pull out, more is going to happen.
We spoke to Minneapolis residents Lynette Rainey Grandel and Venus DeMars, who witnessed the deadly incident Wednesday.
So wait, bro, if all of us team up, right, and go against the government, they don't count. We fucked. We might be fucked, bro. Cause they got a military and shit. We're gonna be fucked. We're gonna probably be dead. A lot of niggas gonna die. But we can also kill. Like, it's gonna be a civil war though. Civil war.
And took this video of officers approaching the vehicle moments before shooting the driver. DeMars called this a tipping point.
We just watched a murder by our government. This is America. Is this going to be our America now?
CBS News correspondent Usher Qureshi is joining me now live from Minneapolis. So, Usher, we saw protests yesterday. My guess is that there will be more today. The question, of course, is how is law enforcement preparing to handle the tension in the city?
Right. I mean, this is not a city that has not seen this before, so they have prepped for this for years, really, Vlad. And, you know, as you mentioned, it was very volatile last night. I was talking to our colleague Nicole Skenga, who you just heard from, who said that the frustration and the animosity that was seen on the streets here was not just between residents and protesters and law enforcement and these federal agents, but also with the media. There is frustration as well. It has been very quiet here this morning. Just up until the last few minutes, we started to see people starting to show up as the sun has come up. In the distance just behind me is a small memorial to Renee Good. There are candles, there are stuffed animals, and now we're starting to heal people who are very angry about what's going on here, and the police are at the ready. We've heard that they've asked for calm, obviously. That's something we keep hearing from them. And the police chief, Brian O'Hara, appealing to residents here in Minneapolis to do this calmly, not to obstruct roadways, not to throw items. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
This is a tragedy. I would hope, no matter what side of politics people are on, we can recognize that the loss of a human life is a tragedy, and that we do not want to compound that by having a situation which can result in destruction or further harm to this community, which has been through so much over the last 5 years. So we are calling for peace.
And Vlad, just so you know, I mean, this location, we're just blocks away from where George Floyd was killed. This is a neighborhood that has been reeling for years, and now they're
the same
contending
area
with
with
this
George
latest
Floyd.
incident with this shooting that occurred yesterday morning.
So, as you point out, Usher, this is a city and a state that's seen a devastating school shooting, a political assassination in recent months. How is the city trying to move forward? Can it move forward?
It's a great question. And again, you know, I was out here just a few months ago when that shooting occurred at the Annunciation Church and School. It's still raw. You still have people who are trying to heal from that particular incident. And I think that it feels a little bit different right now. I don't think we're at, obviously there is sadness, but there is a lot more anger and frustration at this point. And I think that the opposition to these ICE operations that have been taking place throughout the city over.
One thing about it, though, I'm going to end it off here. One thing about it I can respect about these older white people, because I do be riding around, like, it be like a Planned Parenthood around, and I do be riding around there. They gonna protest, like, they gonna protest the hell out of shit, bro. God forgive me. That wasn't a good word. But but yeah, bro, they can protest something, like they protest about the birth or whatnot. You know they don't, about having the right to birth, abortion, thinking that's wrong. They gonna protest. So they everywhere. They gonna protest. They gonna protest. You feel me? You see how we about George Floyd and stuff. This can possibly be another George Floyd situation. This could possibly be it. This could possibly be it, bro. I'm gonna end it off here though. Thank y'all.